You guys really thought another YouTuber was seriously going to get to the rebuild quicker than I am? No. If you're new to the channel, I'm first on every single one of these free agency rebuilds. So make sure you like and or subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. That would be sick. Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I just want to call out the crybabies here. Because in my Bears video, I said there's no way that Justin Fields is going to be on the Bears next year. They passed up on the #1 pick for taking CJ Stroud, who, let's be real here, if they took CJ Stroud, would have been a baller move for him. But no, they passed on him, said, let's get him some weapons, got DJ Moore, let's get him a better offensive line, got Darnell Wright, and let's see how he does. He's bad, okay? He was bad in Chicago, but the Steelers think they can do something here, so that's why I'm here to rebuild the Pittsburgh Steelers with the new addition of Justin Fields. So, into this video, my opinion of Justin Fields on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers fans, this defense, I'm a Ravens fan, and I know you already disliked the video. I'm sorry, but I gotta hand it to you. This defense is baller. Getting Deshaun Elliott, a former Raven who was on the Lions last year, he was a nice pickup for you because Terrell Edmunds, the brothers, Terrell Edmunds wasn't that crazy. Did you guys spend a first-round pick on him? I don't know. Either way, he wasn't that crazy. You got Deshaun Elliott. You got Diontae Jackson as well. You did trade Diontae Johnson to the Panthers. He was aging, but at the same time, you have George Pickens and Pat Freiermuth. Darnell Washington is a nice number 2 to him. So you got two weapons here, but at the same time, still need to improve on this offensive line a little bit. Najee Harris was superstar Devin Madden. I don't quite know about that because people say Jalen Warren's the #1, and then you have people arguing to me that Najee Harris is a really good running back. So which one's the better running back? And let me know down in the comments below if you're a Steelers fan. Is Jalen Warren the better running back, or is it Najee Harris? I see this debate all the time, and then whenever I say Najee Harris doesn't look that good, I don't think he was worth a first-round pick, I get heated in the comments. Everyone's telling me I'm stupid, and then the next week I hear Jalen Warren is a way better running back and he should be the #1. I don't know what it is, but for now, offensively, Steelers, there's a lot to build on, but I think having Justin Fields over Russell Wilson is a nice pickup. Did Russell Wilson hit free agency? I think I might need to fix that. He probably hit free agency here, but in Madden, I'll pick him up. Don't worry. He's on a 1-year contract anyway, so even if I don't get him, don't worry about it. Just in EA, I think the AI might have cut him. George Pickens is the #1. They got Van Jefferson, I believe, this morning as I'm recording this. So he's not bad, but he's not, like, great. I think he was one of the bottom 5 receivers in terms of separation in the NFL. Calvin Austin, offensive line needs to be improved. I think they will go with the Oregon center, Jackson something. I don't know. Sorry. But we'll move into it for the draft. But for now, Justin Fields, he could have potential here with the Steelers. I can't say for sure yet. New scheme, new coach. But if he doesn't work out, I already know the excuses. The excuses will be, oh, he's had multiple coaches in Chicago. He's had multiple coaches here, there, and up, down, and everywhere. And now he has Arthur Smith as an offensive coordinator. Steelers fans, I know you love to support your team, but let's be real. Matt Canada to Arthur Smith is not an improvement. It's, yeah, you just let Mike Tomlin call offensive plays at this point. But anyways, we're going to be moving into the draft, and we're going to be trying to rebuild the Pittsburgh Steelers with a new addition of Justin Fields. I think I'm going to go a different route here. Brian Thomas out of LSU, a wide receiver. And I know some people may be like, oh, you wanted to go offensive line. Justin Fields, he's a new QB in a new situation. Only having the receiver George Pickens with him is not going to help him entirely. Pat Freiermuth is also a target. I am aware of that. But Brian Thomas, I think this will be more of a Steelers move here to go with him. Out of LSU, 6'3", 208, hit and dev, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, A's and B's across the board. He's going to be a stud. Where is Russell Wilson? He does not exist. This is ABC order. I'm on the QBs. Homie retired. All right. Homie retired before the first season of the 2024 year. I can't do anything about that. Please do not grill me in the comments. You don't have our second string quarterback ready to go. You have no clue what you're talking about. Vikk, no Russell Wilson. It's not realistic. Your rosters aren't good. That's how the comments, that's how I envision my comments. But anyways, yeah, obviously no one's going to sound like that. Joe Flacco went to the Colts. I guess they immediately cut him. So who is this guy? Nick Foles, baby. We're going to sign Nick Foles as a mentor just for Justin Fields so that way he can upgrade his XP throughout the rebuild. I think it's overall just better for the team just to have a QB mentor. And, of course, adjust lineup. This is what we got going on for the team offensively. Brian Thomas is already 77 overall. I think this would be a Steelers move now that they traded Diontae Johnson. I got Zach Frazier out of West Virginia in the 2nd round. He only has normal dev, though. Who's this guy? Jordan, Jay Jordan. Jahar Jordan out of Louisville. I'm be honest, I don't know who that is. I haven't studied up much on this draft class other than the first round prospects. But for the team, already an 85 overall, looks baller. Alex Highsmith, Minka, Joey Porter Jr. Actually a really good pick. Keep in mind, Steelers fans, W move to scam the Bears out of Justin Fields and Chase Claypool. You got away trading Chase Claypool for a second round pick that was technically pick 32. It was technically a first round pick, and you got Joey Porter for Chase Claypool. W trade by the Steelers. They're finessing the shit out of people, but apparently they can't get this offense right. Hopefully they will, though. I'm surprised George Pickens doesn't have superstar dad. And for the playbooks, I'm going to keep the Pittsburgh base 3-4. I usually never run 3-4s because in simulation they suck. But in Madden, the Steelers, well, not even in Madden, in real life, the Steelers are just so baller that I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do multiple zone run as well. Don't have a field general QB. Let's try and find a scheme fit. Not going to run a spread. I'm not running spread with Justin Fields here. Is spread? Yeah, spread's the only thing he's good in, which I'm not doing. So apart from that, I'm going to do multiple zone runs, see how that works out. But for now, let's move into the midseason. 4-2, second in the division behind the Ravens. Surprised the Bengals are at the bottom of the division here. Scouting national focus. Do I go interior offensive line? I think that's what it has to be here. So I'm just going to move with that. For the players ready to negotiate, Pat Freiermuth, absolutely 5-year deal with him, $10 million a year. I'm cool with that. James Daniels, they got him from the Bears. Did they trade for him? I don't know. He wants a mentor. He hates our scheme fit completely. He's young, has star dev. I'll pay $8 million a year. I'll do that. 3 years. Should have extended it to 4. Van Jefferson, not interested. Jaylen Warren, in real life, they would re-sign him, so I'm going to do that here. Just a 2-year deal for now. So Jaylen Warren's back on the team. Cam Hayward, I know he's going to regress in Madden. He's 35, about to turn 36. I don't want to pay him $21 million. So for now, I'm going to wait until he regresses. And once he regresses, his contract will as well. Anyone else here on the team that I want to resign for right now? No. Let's move in to the playoffs. 9-8. We missed the playoffs. But hey, guys. Mike Tomlin, he's never had a losing season. Ah, we're rejoicing. Ah. And now, out of the 17 years that he has been in the league, 17 years that he's been with the Steelers here. I don't know, what is it with the Steelers? Has he been with the Steelers the entire time? I'm going to say he has been. 17 years he's had a quote-unquote winning season. In my book, I would consider a winning season to get at least one playoff win. But let's say, for the sake of the argument, just make the playoffs. You don't even have to win it. He's been to the playoffs 12 out of 17 of those seasons. And you guys are saying, oh, well, he's never had a losing season. But he's only been to the playoffs 12 of those 17 seasons. Mike Tomlin's Hall of Fame. Yeah, he is Hall of Fame. I will say that. Really good defensive coach. Oh, he's never had a losing season. That's what makes him so good. This is keeping his job right here. 9-8. Never had a losing season, baby. But he fails to make the playoffs here. He's almost 50% for making the playoffs now with this new additional 9-8. But this is just Madden simulation. 30th best defense. Thank you, EA. Even I know that the Steelers defense is not going to rank 30th. Justin Fields, 3,800 yards, 27 touchdowns to 15 receptions, 88 passer rating. 88 pass rating blows. That's not good. Najee, 13 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, 1,300 yards. George Pickens, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Brian Thomas, 1 touchdown, 800 yards. Whenever I played with him with the Texans, he was a stud. Off the rip, he was like an X factor. Not his dev trait, but through like progressions and getting rookie of the year. But this is not rookie of the year for sure. Van Jefferson, 8 touchdowns. Damn, he sucked out all the touchdowns from Brian Thomas. Looking at it defensively, Patrick Queen, who you stole straight up from the Ravens. 130 tackles for a loss. 28 for Cam Hayward. That's amazing. 11 sacks for TJ Watt. That's it. No injury. Interceptions, 2 for Patrick Queen. Safeties on team, 1 for Cam Hayward, and 0 defensive touchdowns. So I definitely have to change the defensive playbook because obviously 30th in the league is terrible, especially for the Steelers whenever they're a top 5 defense easily, if not top 3 in the league. So let's move in to the offseason. And the Cowboys beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl after losing Tony Pollard. Like, I swear, the main dev at EA thinks Dak Prescott is a literal god. Like, I understand he had an amazing season. This dude cannot make it past the divisional round for the life of him. He doesn't lose. He gets humiliated by a 7-seed Packers team in the first round. Josh Allen wins the league MVP. You're just a negative Dak hater, Vikk. Absolutely. I am D1. Caleb Williams apparently goes to the Broncos. so the Bears, not only trade away Justin Fields, they're out of the first round pick, and they were like, fuck it. Jordan Travis. Chop Robinson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Rams, which I just recorded the Rams video with Chop Robinson. So that's crazy that it goes to the Rams there, because you're going to be seeing this Rams video that I just made previously after this video, because, content. In the AFC North, Nick Foles retires as a mentor, and Greg Zuerlein retires as a kicker. For the team upgrades, Justin Fields had another disappointing season, so no upgrade for him. Brian Thomas, star dev, I'm fine with that. No upgrades offensively. Defensively, Minka gets X Factor. I think he already should have had it, but anyone else here? No upgrades that I see, and I'm going to change this scheme right now because it is total shit. 3-4 under. Adds flexibility with the linebackers, can line up on the defensive line, use bigger linebackers. The defensive line looks to switch roles to play the defensive to keep the offense off balance. That doesn't sound bad. 3-4 disguise. High defenses need unpredictable succeed. Defense down, strength, flexibility. What the hell is that kind of terminology? I'm trying to read this and it's like, oh, strength, flexibility. What are you talking about, dude? Does it win me games? How about that? Does the scheme win me games? I heard a lot of people say 3-4 disguise, and yes, the Baltimore playbook is really good for 3-4s. That's just what I've heard. I usually always go to 4-3s, but I can't do that with the Steelers team. So for now, let's move into the re-signings. For the players ready to negotiate, Cam Hayward drops 2 overalls, and his contract drops by $3 million. I'll do a 2-year deal, increase his salary a little bit, goes to $19 million actually after that increase, but still, he re-signs. Anyone else here that I want? No. $76 million to spend in free agency. Let's see what we have. After free agency, completely improving my offensive line with superstar development. Wyatt Teller had a huge interest with the team. Superstar dev, age 30, 88 overall, very nice. And then I got a punter, Troy Taylor, as well. Offered on one more guy. Who was it that I targeted? All players. It was Nick Bolton. Gave him the most money, gave him the most years by far, and he still wants to go to a worse team. All right then, but for now, this is what we got. In the first round, yes, I'm going with an offensive tackle here. It's something that the Steelers need, and I think our offensive line will be complete with this. I was going to take a skill position player here, maybe defensive tackle, but still, this guy, there's so many right tackles on the board. This guy looks sick. Kai Christie out of Tennessee, 6'4", 306, 84 strength, 80 jumping, 86 acceleration for being 300 pounds. Hidden dev, A's across the board. He looks sick. In the third round, picking up defensive tackle Spencer Thompson out of Iowa, 6'3", 300 pounds, 84 strength, 79 speed. Very athletic for being 300 pounds. Hidden dev, A finesse moves, A play rec. In the fourth round, I typically tend to do this. Sick DB, hidden dev, Dante Harris out of Purdue, 5'11", 180, 90 speed, 95 acceleration for being fourth round pick is nice. I saw a B catching and it said he had elite acceleration, so I was like, hell yeah, why not? Now this is the team after the draft. In the offseason, Justin Fields, we got you a stellar offensive line here. This is a good offensive line. You got Pat Fryermuth, Brian Thomas, George Pickens, and I got this guy, Long, out of Duke. He was a second round pick. I'm going to put him in the slot. Hopefully he can ball out there. Maybe he does really good. He gets Rookie of the Year. Harris is a 69 overall. Nice. We're going to move him up, get him some reps in. Defensively, hopefully it's way better than the 30th best defense in the league because the AI is just stupid. Everyone knows this. But Thompson is a 71 overall. It's a sick-looking defense. Very, very nice. But the AI decides otherwise. So for right now, let's move into the midseason. Midseason mark 3-4, bottom of the division. Justin Fields, I'm going to put your head on a platter, dude. You better start giving me numbers. It's getting ridiculous. I'm going to do safety here. I don't think we're going to be able to keep Deshaun Elliott for long. $125 million to spend here. TJ Watt, absolutely. I will do whatever it takes. $33 million a year, no sweat. Najee Harris, in real life, I don't think he's going to get re-signed. But in Madden, he's a superstar. He's 27 years old, and running backs heavily affect simulation. So yeah, I'm going to overpay for him. Give him like Josh Jacobs contract here. George Pickens, absolutely, you're coming back, dude. Against your will, too. He's going to re-sign. No, he's not. Never mind. Patrick Queen. I don't even know what his deal was in real life, but either way here, he's young. He has start F. I'm keeping him. Justin Fields, dude, like, I think I have to just give him a contract because this rebuild's about him. But he's not worth $35 million a year to me right now. He is not doing anything passing-wise, and it's very frustrating. But in Madden, I mean, at least it's not as bad as Daniel Jones' contract. I kind of have to keep him. It's part of the rebuild. Diontae Jackson, he kind of wants to be here. I don't know yet. George Pickens, so it'll work him out. Calvin Austin, probably no. Cole Holcomb, he just doesn't want to be here, so probably no as well. Everyone else here, I don't need my left guard. I already replaced him. Broderick Jones, I'll accept that option for sure. Diontae Jackson, player friendly, 1 year. Let's see if he accepts that. He resigns for another season. I'll get George Pickens in the offseason. I'm not going to resign Cole Holcomb or Calvin Austin. 7-10, bottom of the division. Our defensive rushing game is 21st. All right. Thank you, EA. And our defensive points per game is 29th. Yeah. Give it up for EA, guys. Steelers fans, I'm sure they already clicked off the video. You don't know how to play defense, Vikk. Justin Fields low-key balling now. 5th best offense, 14th. Okay, that's not horrible, but realistically, they should be top 5. Fields, way better season than last year. Still not even having like 100 passer rating. For you guys don't know like what a good passer rating is. 100 passer rating is like the solid baseline. Like that's not bad. Well, like that's it. That's a solid baseline for someone. He's below the solid baseline just slightly, but for now, 14 receptions. I need him to get that number down. But to 30 touchdowns, 4,200 yards. That's definitely an improvement here. Najee Harris, 16 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry, 1,400 yards is a great year. George Pickens, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns is great. Alexander Long, the rookie, 10 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Pat Freiermuth doing good. Brian Thomas, still disappointing me. Defensively, let's see what we got here. Patrick Queen with 144 tackles for a loss, 24 for TJ Watt, sacks 13 for TJ Watt. Still a great season from TJ Watt. Still expecting more from him though. Cameron Hayward with 9.5 sacks, 8.5 sacks for Alex Highsmith. Interceptions 2 for Joey Porter. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Joey Porter. And the Ravens beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson was the Super Bowl MVP. Dak Prescott wins league MVP because he's just cracked in simulation. And Alexander Long wins Rookie of the Year. So that's great for his development. For the retirements, Cameron Hayward retires. That blows. For the adjust lineups offensively, my right tackle is a star to have. Long goes from normal to superstar. Yeah, Calvin Austin is definitely not going to resign. George Pickens is up to a superstar. Crazy, crazy good offense that we're building around Justin Fields. So I think he's slowly developing here because of his pieces around him. Alex Highsmith gets X Factor. Patrick Queen gets superstar. Thompson has superstar. Hell yeah. I mean, how fast are you? Can I put you on the end here? Power moves isn't that good. Block shedding, good. Finesse moves, awareness. Where's his speed? Am I blind? 80. Okay. So that's not the worst in the world. I am going to move him where Cameron Hayward was. It's an immediate replacement. It's nice to have him there. I want him as the starting position. And Keanu Benton's definitely not a bad defensive tackle either. So this is nice. I'm going to lose Larry Ogunjobi. Probably going to need someone there. I'm going to lose my strong safety. So I'm probably going to draft a new one. Harris is a star to have. Not bad for a 4th round pick. And apart from that, team is slowly developing. Let's move into the 3rd year and the re-signings. For the re-signings, George Pickens, 90 overall, superstar dev. This is going to be a more expensive contract now. I'm just going to do player friendly. Stay on the team, please. Thank you. He re-signs. $48 million. Broderick Jones, I'll definitely accept that option. Calvin Austin suddenly has no interest. Anyone else here? I'm not going to re-sign Larry Ogunjobi. $48 million to spend. I'm going to wait on this. I'm actually going to skip out on free agency because I still think I have to pay Alex Highsmith. And Joey Porter, I don't have to worry about paying. Actually, he's technically a 2nd round pick, even though he was pick 32 because the Dolphins forfeited their 1st round pick. So I don't have a 5th year option on him, so I may have to pay him. Yeah, so there's some guys that I have to pay. If I'm confident that I have enough money for free agency, I'll do it next season. But for now, I'm just going to get to the draft. In the 1st round, picking up John Phillips, right end out of FAU. I'm going to move him to left end to replace Larry Ogunjobi, stack our defensive line even more, and replace Cameron Hayward, even though I already kind of did that. Hidden dev, 85 strength, very well balanced athletically. A finesse moves, B awareness, and B play rec. In the 2nd round, getting our new strong safety, Ben Rogers out of Texas A&M, 6'2", 216, hidden dev, 89 speed, 90 acceleration, very well balanced. A pursuit, A tackle, B catching, B block shedding, and B play rec. And yes, I'm picking up another defensive lineman here because I'm sick and tired of the AI telling me that I have one of the worst defensive rushing games in the league when that's totally not true for the Steelers, coming from a Ravens fan. Defensive tackle, Fernando Torres out of Oregon, 6'3", 290, 84 strength, 82 acceleration, hidden dev, A tackle, and A finesse moves. Now, this is the team going into year number 3. It looks very, very nice offensively. Defensively, it's always looked nice, but EA decides otherwise. So Rodgers, 77 overall. Harris, I'm going to keep moving him up. Phillips, 77 overall. Torres, 3rd round pick, is a nice overall. And John Phillips, we're going to move him to left end to replace Larry Ogunjobi. I think my team looks sick. It just depends whether or not EA thinks my team looks sick. And this is why I say 3-4s in Madden don't work well, because they don't. But Team looks amazing. Minka is a 99. TJ Watt's a 98. Well, Minka's a 99 with the boost. Specialist, long, superstar. Thompson. I'm going to put Thompson over Benton just because even though he's a lower overall, he does have superstar, so I want him to develop. Phillips, I would like at rush defensive tackle as well. That would be sick if he could go there, but he's going to go at rush right end. And Harris, we're going to move in the slot. Apart from that, year number 3, hopefully we actually make the playoffs this year and move into the midseason. 5-1, top of the division, finally seeing production out of my team. Please do not screw me like the first year where we were 4-2 and finished 9-8. Anything that I want for my team, middle linebacker, I need someone to pair with Patrick Queen. Worthy players ready to negotiate. This is what I was worried about last season. This is why I didn't want to do free agency, because I knew that this would happen. All right, I'm glad I did that. Minka, I'm going to pay him a shitload to be here. He wants to be in a warm weather state. Nah, I might just have to tag him, which would probably be cheaper. Joey Porter Jr., please just accept player friendly. Thank you. He resigns. I have $9 million left. That includes what I'm paying Minka potentially. Keanu Benton would be sick to keep around. Doesn't want state income tax. I can't do anything about that. Darnell Washington and Madden, he's just not useful and he just doesn't want to be here. Jalen Warren, I already have a running back with Star Dev and I can't really afford to pay you another season. Diontae Jackson, I wouldn't mind for one more year, if I'm being honest. So, because even though he's going to drop below an 80, it's still not bad. So, Keanu's going to have to walk. I'm going to have to draft another defensive tackle. And I'm fine with my running back leaving. Anyone else? Chris Boswell. Didn't I already sign a kicker? I swear I signed a kicker in free agency. I might have not. Anyways, I might just have to draft a kicker. Brian Thomas, sure, I'll accept his option. Minka we'll deal with in the offseason, but for now, we're 5-1, top of the division. Let's move into the playoffs. And we sold our division to the Ravens. We're coming off a win to the Patriots, but still 10-7 second in the division. Now we lose home field advantage because of it, but still, we made the playoffs. I'm happy about it. Fields, low-key balling. I like it. 102 pass rating, second best offense in the NFL, 13th best defense. Really nice yards. Touchdowns, still would like a little bit more, but still 29 is nice to 12 interceptions, 102 pass rating. He's above that solid baseline now. Najee Harris, 1,400 yards, 5.3 per carry, 16 touchdowns. George Pickens, 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Brian Thomas, finally having like a good season. It's not 1,000 yards, but it's close to it with 6 touchdowns. Alexander Long, I guess he just distributed the ball very nicely here. Then defensively, what do we got? Patrick Queen, 117 tackles for a loss, 15 for TJ Watt, sacks, 14 for TJ Watt. He's slowly improving when in reality, I expect this dude to get 17 sacks a season, no sweat with no injury problems because injuries off. Alex Highsmith, 7 sacks. Like, he's an X factor too. Where are these sacks going? Spencer Thompson, my right end, who is the superstar dev, has 5 sacks in my rush defensive tackle as well. John Phillips didn't get to play much rush, but whenever he did get some tackles for a loss. 3 interceptions for Joey Porter. Safety, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Joey Porter. Now, let's see if, I was about to say a rookie QB. Let's see if Justin Fields can beat the Miami Dolphins in his first ever playoff game to move on to the divisional round. He does, 28-24. This is where he's going to lose it. Chiefs are 14-3. It's the Chiefs, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. I'm more surprised that we won. All right, I'll accept it. Our defense held the Chiefs to 15 points. That's actually crazy and amazing. So let's see if we can beat the Jaguars to move on to the Super Bowl. Here we are against the Jaguars. They're going to start out with nothing. We put 7 on the board, and we get ball at half. W, 7-7 here against the Jaguars after a huge run, 14-7. Put another 3 on the board before half. Open up the half with a touchdown. Perfect execution for my offense and defense right now. 27. Actually, defense, please wake up. Okay, offense. We're going to do something here called run the ball and run the clock out. I'm going to do it myself. 4th and 5. I have an athletic Justin Fields. Of course, I'm going to roll out and cheese. Yeah, dude. Justin Fields is like 92 speed. Of course, why would I not do that? 1st and 10. Not going to let the AI take over. I'm running the ball and finishing the game. 3rd and 2. I don't really care if they stop me here. They do. I'm still going to take a 2-score lead. They want me to go for this? Why don't I'll take a 2-score lead. Yeah, no, why the hell would I go for this? No, I'm taking a 2-score lead, and then the Jaguars can try to come back with 1 timeout and 49 seconds left. That's the stupidest logic I've ever seen from the AI. No, I'm going to take a 9-point lead. They now have to make up for 2 scores, which they're not going to do, and that should be the game. Unless we screw it up, or the AI just screws it up for me. 28-30, yeah. I have no clue what the AI was thinking. Anyways, we're going to be moving on to the Super Bowl, because I'm sure the AI would have screwed it up if I hadn't hopped in there. Justin Fields, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Great game from him. Here to face the 14-3 Washington Commanders. I'm assuming they have Caleb Williams. I don't really see Drake May ball out in simulation that often. Commanders, have Jaden Daniels. Dude, he balled out in my Rams video, now, which you guys haven't seen yet. And then now he's going to ball out, completely ball out here. But he never balled out in my Patriots or my Raiders rebuild. Justin Fields, Superstar Dev. That's sick. Pat Fryermuth, Superstar Dev as well. Finally, nice to see Justin Fields to develop. And defensively, Phillips has Star Dev. Torres we don't see yet. But for now, let's see what we got here against Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. Here we are against the Commanders. They're going to start off the game with 3. We get 3 and out immediately. Good job, offense. 7 of 10 now. Come on. Please. 14-10. Take the first lead of the game for us. Halftime, we open up with the ball. Get a touchdown. Nice run by Najee. And 21-10 here. Good defensive stops, and that will seal the game. That touchdown right there. 28-20 as your Pittsburgh Steelers with Justin Fields win this Super Bowl. And this is a successful rebuild for Justin Fields and the Steelers, of course, in Miami. And man, this was a surprising one because honestly, Justin Fields sucks in simulation. I don't think he's crazy in real life. I'm not going to say he sucks in real life. He definitely has an amazing running ability. His passing game definitely needs work. But for now, he is a Super Bowl champion in Madden with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And apart from that, let's see who your Super Bowl MVP is. Justin Fields wins your Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins the league MVP to a division rival. And offensive player of the year is Lamar. I guess our entire division is balling out except for the Browns, which is a normal thing. For the retirements, AFC North, Derrick Henry retires with the Ravens. For the players ready to negotiate, Minkah Fitzpatrick, very player-friendly deal. Just accept it. He wants to play for any dude. We are a Super Bowl winning team. Why are you bitching? Brian Thomas, I was about to say wins the Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, he did. But we're going to accept his option is what I meant to say. Keanu Benton. I'm just going to do this. Very player-friendly. He resigns. Keep him. Darnell Washington, I don't want. Jalen Warren, I already have a star dev running back. $39 million to spend. I'm going to do the tag on Minkah. $15 million. I'm going to go get a kicker in free agency. I got Jake Elliott in free agency. In the first round, we're picking up middle linebacker Nolan Spiller to pair with Patrick Queen. Run stopper, 6'2", 246 out of Auburn. 85 speed, 86 acceleration, hidden dev, A pursuit, B hit power, B block shedding, B awareness, B tackle. He looks great. Now, this is the team moving into the 4th and final year. If you guys haven't made it this far into the video, consider liking and or subscribing. That would be pretty sick, but I already rebuilt a successful Super Bowl winning Steelers team. Spiller is going to be the starter next to Patrick Queen. Crazy, crazy good defense. Nice offense with Justin Fields here. Thompson will move back to the starter. Harris, I'm going to keep moving in the slot. Team looks great. Really happy with what I built here. Let's move into the 4th and final season and skip out on the midseason, move into the playoffs. 13-4, top of the division, above the 11-6 Cincinnati Bengals. But for the stats and awards, Justin Fields, passing touchdowns is nice. 20th for passing yards, 11th best offense, 1st best defense is how it should be. Okay, this is actually really nice. Despite his passing yards being down, 3,700 yards, 34 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions, 113 passer rating. Great year from Justin Fields. Also, if you combine his rushing and his passing, he has over 4,000 total yards, and then he has another 4 touchdowns on the ground. Najee Harris, 17 touchdowns, 4.8 per carry. Has he had 4.8 per carry every single season in this rebuild? Pretty sure he has. 1,600 yards. George Pickens, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. Brian Thomas never had over 1,000 yards with us. I'm kind of disappointed, but Alexander Long, 9 touchdowns with 700 yards. Pat Fryermuth, almost 700 yards, but 11 touchdowns is really nice for him. Defensively, Patrick Queen, 102 tackles for a loss, 18 for Spencer Thompson. Wait, that was the superstar? Yeah, the superstar. Nice. At defensive tackle, sacks, 14 for TJ Watt. Spencer Thompson with 10.5, who's outperforming Alex Highsmith. Interceptions, 2 for Ben Rogers, my strong safety. 0 safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns. But anyways, let's see what we got here against the New York Jets with Tyron Smith. I highly doubt they probably have him re-signed here in simulation, but we beat them, smack them down, 35-7. Can we beat the Chiefs like we did in the previous season? It was an upset. Will they upset us? We beat them. Here to face the 13-4 Indianapolis Colts. Not going to hop in, but if we go to the Super Bowl, I will hop in, and we do not. 52-21. The Colts absolutely humiliate us. And that's going to be the end of the rebuild. Still, very successful rebuild with Justin Fields. Let me know which team you guys want me to rebuild next down in the comments below. Pat Fryermuth has Superstar Dev. Did he already have that? He might have. Spiller has X Factor. I'm just a baller at drafting. I'll always glaze myself. And apart from that, guys, once again, I thank you guys all for watching. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.